games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. And for the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Michael Jordan is out there with White, and it's Shaq in at the center filling out the middle.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Here's White. That one's not going to go. Parker up top, guarded by Jordan. And Young with the basket on the assist by Parker. You know, Steve, we know teams rest guys down the stretch, but what do you think about resting guys mid-season so that they're fresh at the end?
I think if you are a team that's been through these playoff runs, long championship runs, and you still know you have a chance to win, I think it's kind of unfair to us fans when you have a team that might not get to the finals and you're starting to rest guys and there's no benefit at the end. If there's a benefit at the end for the players, organization, and fans, I'm all for it. But if it's not, I don't like to see guys resting.
Atlanta with the ball after the Bulls pick up 2. Young's shot is off. Back to Jordan. Passes it to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now, here is Young. His last outing, he had 8 points.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Shaq. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Collins finds Young to the inside. Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
That's next level vision. Young could probably lead the league in assists if that were his goal.
And the dunk by O'Neal.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
The Hawks trail by 4. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Difference led to a sizable loss.
If you don't have that one guy who gets you 10+ boards every night, you just have to send more guys to the glass.
And White slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Young passes to Len. Back to Young. They could use a bucket. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Count the basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. That's
Luka Doncic. The Hawks drafted Trae Young. It was much scrutinized, but Young came on down the stretch. His playmaking maker. And they believe they're poised to make some noise in the East. Kevin?
They took that gamble with Doncic and getting Young. We'll see what happens. Thank you, D.A. Here's Reddish. And the shot is long.
the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Livingston looking for the opening. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game is 21. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those.
To Collins. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
You know, he was considered to be just a piece of the puzzle when he was drafted. John Collins now a cornerstone for this franchise.
Parker's checked in for the Hawks. one. It's blocked by Shaq. And they get it back. Livingston passes to Len. And a miss there on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And for Livingston, it almost feels like everything he does is just icing on the cake.
Winning multiple titles, being a key member on arguably the greatest team of all time. Crazy to think that none of this would have happened if he didn't put in the work to recover from that fall.
And now,
with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
checking out the group for Lloyd Pierce to start the second half. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Parker out there with Hunter. And it's Collins in at the 5 roaming the paint. Well, Steve, it doesn't matter how they do it, but there are some players, as you know, that can get into another player's head. I guess like a Dennis Rodman, but there are a lot of them now that play and use that tactic.
Yeah, Draymond Green, Kevin, Patrick Beverly, Chris Paul, I think is one of those guys. P.J. Tucker, he doesn't really talk, but he has a lot of antics. There's a lot of guys that like to get in your head. Also, Joel Embiid is one. He does it extremely well.
Here's White, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And there's the feed to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
This guy is a high flyer, I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And 3 from Jordan. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Here's White. Pass to Porter. He kicks it to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And Parker comes with the help. Jordan the pass to Markkanen. Outside for Jordan. Sinks the three-pointer. Jordan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
Outside Jordan takes a 3. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hunter, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Collins a solid mid-range shooter. But you know what, Smitty? He has stretched his range now beyond the arc.
Kevin, credit his work ethic. A power dunker, but he's not content to live inside.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Turner comes in for Hunter, and it's Livingston in.
For the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Alex Len's checked in for Jabari Parker. And they double up Jordan. Pass to Markkanen. Porter with it. Jacks up a 3. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Young finds Len. Right side, Collins. There's another block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Yep, that one goes.
On the interior, Collins shows good footwork, knows how to use his body, and knows how to adjust.
And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's blocked by Shaq. And he gets it back. The second chance effort. And the layup good by Collins. Collins has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Hawks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Puts it up from 12. Young's shot is off. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The drive by Jordan and the dunk by Jordan.
And we've seen it. He can do this all game. Jordan with a great burst there to get the finish.
Young, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 8 points.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
The shot's good from Jordan.
After a lackluster first half, he's taken charge offensively. We'll see how the defense responds.
Young's shot is off. Here's White, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Chicago Bulls able to put on a show.
Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White is out there with Jordan, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Fires the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. O'Neal's got 29.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's McDermott. White covering. 4 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Parsons' shot is off. And for the Bulls, they're shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Livingston, defended by Shaq. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. White's running, and another assist.
Knows how to finish.
Connects from three-point range.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Turner passes to Len. Now here's McDermott. Not a lot of room. Inside. Oh, he's going to get hit with his second flagrant foul of the day, and that's the limit. He's out of the game and on his way to the locker room.
I can't believe he wouldn't exercise.
You know, the league is trying to maximize competition, Steve, and flatten the draft lottery odds has been one way to do it. Will that be enough? Is there still work to be done in that regard?
You know, I love the way they've done it so far, but I still think they can tweak it even more, and we'll get a better product on the floor where teams get a chance to compete for all 82 games. I like what I'm seeing right now.
For Atlanta, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Jordan. Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
Well, not an easy time on offense for the Bulls last year. They struggled mightily on the offensive end. 3rd worst in the league in effective field goal percentage.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Lowry Markkanen. Valentine comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Levine subbed in for White. Pratt kicks to Turner. Drops in the layup for 2. And with the Bulls an effective field goal percentage, it's due to their lack of outside shooting.
Yeah, this team can shoot decently from outside. They just choose not to. Last in the league in threes. Just a placed-out decision the organization is going with.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Chicago.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup. And when you think about some of the most entertaining